substitutes. Try Auntie's Choice Blister. The vaccinated with free.
are not superficial.
I'd bet if it could save the invaders a bit, they'd make all their encampments.
You came out of some side? Must be more than a mite brave. Be wary. Scrappers can attack at any time. They got Lemmy and Birkins, but they ain't gonna get me.
If you're feeling sorry for me, don't. I love painting. If only it wasn't so dang hard to monetize. If my pings had been blown up, man, distract was less fun.
Now, 4 years since this war began. Can't rightly recall. It's a struggle to keep track with the constant threat of bullets fenlining your brain pan. Had another run-in with those brigands. Caught us unawares while out on patrol. The Order is hard enough to get us. Now we got them too. It's enough to make a man weep. How many good soldiers have we lost out in those small forsaken wastes? Every time we send a patrol out, we count ourselves lucky if even half of them come back. And now, it's my squad's turn. Chances are this will be the last you'll ever hear of me. Tell my wife that, law help me. Just tell her I love her.
Personnel detected among nearby group of persons in need of medical personnel.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for a job? Because I have neither the requisite paperwork nor the time to fill it out. Go hustle somewhere else. Yeah? Well, what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what? Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you was someone sympathetic to our ways. It just so happens we might be able to trade services. Normally I wouldn't admit this kind of weakness. It's bad practice. But I'm really in the squeeze, and you might be useful. Lately my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me. Well, who else should I be worried about? Do you have any idea how abysmal that's going to look on my next employment review? You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. What's good for me is good for you, see? Quid pro quo. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe you're... That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill us the good old-fashioned way, it also caused... My contract medicalist over there is literally up to her elbows in it. Her hourly rate... You get her the compression coil she needs to make the auto docs work, and that should cut her billable hours in half, and then I'll send your message. Now, you know that's an irrevocable deal, right? As in, please remember it's legally binding, and I will sue you, so don't let it...
Even standing amidst the smoldering ruins of this outpost, the bleeding bodies of his comrades, this fellow thinks only of profit. Auntie's choice is truly odious.
My insides, they're on... What's hotter than fire? They're on lava, they're on plank plasma.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage? Help, huh? Well, we need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of Zeranium poisoning. And the coil, without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal. As many as you can. There is so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct autodocs back online. Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere. Though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines. Many thanks, but please... You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck. Well...
Anticipating request. This unit's compression coils are currently in use. Please acquire compression coils elsewhere. Elsewhere.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some lovely... It's a start. Thank you. You're back. Please tell me you've had some... Well...
I just threw up all over my shoes. And the laces are melting. Why are the laces...
Okay, Nancy. Goodbye. Nancy the 18th.
climate here is a mite more agreeable than Cloister. One good thing about
Up
being
and
a
at 'em!
Phantom
Swear you take more. Whichever void brain know nothing decided mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience in the budget.
Can't say I was... Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all... simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same. You've got me there. I sure could use a bottle of Zero-G brew if you have one. A few bits and my gratitude. Oh, well. Not likely to die of thirst before my shift is over. Would have been nice, though. Ah, there's the real beauty of it. They won't. The Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe. Oh, no doubt about it, friend. They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why... Now, if you'll excuse me...
Unscathed Auntie's Choice Fortress?
Take it up with the head
Rather
office.
lacking in the aesthetic department, isn't it? Oh, please. Even I know Auntie's Choice would never keep a live bandit in it. Surely they saw my approach and chose to stage this.
Honestly, Bradford, I have no notion of how cool your conniption.
You, the getting go-getter. I'm offering deals so good, they're worth crawling under the bullets and... Welcome to Bonnie's... We know consumers are highly discerning and to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and only you a one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime, exclusively discounted rate of... Welcome back to Bonnie. What can I get you? Suit.
Plasma from its claw joints. They'll get you jumping and going. You'll find areas where you can adapt.
Well, hello there, consumer. If you haven't yet, you should be sure to avail yourself of... it used to be comms and observation for the Protectorate. They watched us get hammered by their huge guns and laughed as we scrambled to dig into that... They bled us with constant shelling for the better part of 3 months, and it barely earned us a few dozen kilometers. Those sovereign sanctions can reach all the way across Golden Ridge. They made the invasion stall about 5 kilometers away, and would have ground us to dust if the cannons hadn't stopped and the Protectorate retreated. At first we thought it was a trap, that they'd start shelling again as soon as we popped our heads up. But there was nothing. We didn't find out why until we got here and learned the Protectorate hightailed it. They decided that if the Order was going to splinter off on its own, then it could fuel... Those Protectorate bootlicks took everything not nailed down, leaving the Order to try and figure out how to wage. It took them weeks to rally, and by then we owned most of Golden Ridge. If Anti'd only send a few thousand more troops, we'd shove them completely off this rock. Of course, I've seen about every meter of this rock by one means or another. So if you're looking to seems by your map that you already know.
Hey, stranger! You're one of those... I can't remember what. Hey, stranger. Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks. They're saying I murdered an officer, but they don't care what I've got to say about it. They just want me locked in here until they pen me in the sewers. I've absolutely no notion as to why. I've never been in no kind of trouble. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, but the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. Cuddy asked me to try his because it tasted funny, but I tried it and it was fine. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder, and it was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no Crabble in Sisty stew. Yup. Cuddy had told everybody about his allergy, repeatedly, over and over, constant, but that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer Abner, remind him of the allergy, and let him toss all my gear. He won't find Crabble anywhere. He will.
Yes, I hope you're not here to apply for employment. I'm already overwhelmed. And if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous footing. So if you stay, it's likely just a matter of time before I'll be stringing you up. Spectacular! We haven't had a chance. Welcome to Fort Endurance, Anti's southernmost base of operations and a hub. Oh yes, Anti's choice may not be your first choice, but thanks to our aggressive expansionism and occupation policies, we're soon to be your only choice. Anti's choice makes sure we never miss a chance to sell you on the virtues of our meritocracy. And Executive Wojciech is very strict on our adherence to Anti's laws. Me? Oh, allow me to introduce Strategic Ingestment... Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit since he was just a pupa. As he grew, he's shown... It's earned him promotion after promotion, until our last battle against the... The Executive welcomes you, but would like to know what your business is in our base. My experimental Mantisaur graft lets me speak with him as easily as I do with you. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
That is exactly what he's doing.
Designer Bradford, you've been warned about disrespect.
And you've been reminded, repeatedly, that I'm not under your chain of command. I'm technically under the Mantisaur. I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer that you are full of shit. You've always been full of shit, and you will always be full of shit. So you're best ignore.
That is quite enough, designer. Of course not. I'm just a lowly trooper acting as interpreter. Otherwise, surely these folks would have...
We have all figured it out.
Yes, well, please excuse our curmudgeonly biologist. She's been a pill ever since the promotion. Still, that ugly moment behind us. It's Executive Wojciech has an assignment we're desperate to have done, but it can only go to someone...
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero chance you're right. Zero. And this brilliant assignment of yours didn't go so well for the last group.
No, it's fine. Ignore her. Executive Wojciech can sense that there are some kind of mutated mantisaurs over yonder, and he wants...
Oh, stop it. The creature doesn't want a pupa. He doesn't want to breed a superior race of mantis. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition.
That is enough. One more word in question of our executive officer.
Yes, sir.
We need you to infiltrate the mutated mantis. Do that, and I, and Executive Wojciech, shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. Look in the nest to the east. That'll have you...
Feels a pull, Wentworth? Seriously? What am I saying? That makes the... Excuse me! Apologies for my outburst, but I had need to warn you that an earful from Wentworth is akin to sucking on an inhaler.
Hey, what are you...
Nothing of your Just ignore him. He was clever enough to pretend that graft lets him talk with the beast. So overnight, he upstarted from simple trooper to...
You know it's impolite to whisper.
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assuredly nothing but a play for power. I'm not surprised. You seem sharp. So, if you know he's lying, then you understand. Conversely, the scientific value of studying the mutated pupa he wants is exponentially... Bring it to me. And not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a... I understand.
This unit has added mantisaurs to its registry of approved task managers.
You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die.
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa? Auntie's Choice has bred mantisaurs as weapons for decades. What's more, we have never witnessed them mutate in any meaningful way. Inundated with zeranium from the river, the mantisaurs here have evolved adaptations that have never been documented before. Wonderful!
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's Choice if you tried. So, you happened to speak with my prisoner? Without my permission? Why by law would you do that? And why shouldn't I lock you up for it? And pray tell, what did our Trooper Bardot have to say for herself? What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned Sisty stew. Stew that I Oh, well, he told everyone that. But that inexact... See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He complained about... He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, he'd take it up with his uncle. Law, no. Half his gripes were really nothing but reasons to grouse. But if you push back, so most of us just ignored him, assuming he was constantly full of it. And didn't think twice about doing things like stretching the stew with canned... What? No. It was an accident. Nobody would have... At least nobody'd mean to. Well, unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accent? So we got this thing. An acidic dematerializer that we use to melt mantisaur dung. So it don't call in the local wildlife. But it'll actually... That means if someone used it to melt Cuddy... I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection, so I can't leave. But if you go find one and melt the body... Yes, that's exactly it. Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here... Thank law. Then come back and tell me when I've got no more evidence to hold Bart...
Damage-prone daredevil.
You're back. Tell me that means you've got... Next you go ensure there is no evidence that can allow the You'll find Cuddy's body inside the tower. But you'll have to sneak your way past the guards.
Hope the sprats ain't returned. Can't guess whatever device is making those noises. Anyone else? Hunkering down!
Advise of healing yourself. Now. No suspect.
You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die. Heard something. Hope the sprats ain't returned. Something. I wonder if I could take this. It'd be too hard to sell.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind. Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all... Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers...
You did it! You actually... Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. Someone else's crime. So you know what happened? That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunderhead! I can't believe he'd... Oh, he's about to learn that poor Chief Cuddy's not... My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. Abner's going to spend the rest of his downright That makes me extra thankful for what you did. If it'd been left in Abner's hands, he'd have made sure...
Interrupt me. Whichever void brain know nothing decided Mantisaurs are more cost-effective than troopers did not include the loss of my patience.
Shall stand against us. Crushing it.
You will learn me a discount for inspectors.
I shall not stay your...
vitals.
I will not refuse!
Agent vitals have fallen below acceptable.
You have my thanks and my hammer. At your word, I shall charge! Our commander hangs from a thread! I shall reduce them to a slurry! You must keep your blood within, Commander!
This unit is consolidated.
Unleash thy might upon them!
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa? Oh, thank law. Here's the reward I promised. I am
a valid course of action, considering that
Mantisaurs! Eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastard. The bastards are coming from the east. Allocating
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Target relocated. Down to 50. Reloading. Please, for the bullets, I must extend on these fools.
So many of them!
I see it. Investigating.
there is a 78.9% chance that a change in leadership has occurred. There is a 96% chance this unit requires desanitation due to contact with raw mantisaur flesh.
Nobody in their right mind is going to believe I talk to these things now.
It seems the Order was unprepared to receive refugees but it is the refugees that arrest my attention more than their would-be handlers. Any who leave the Protectorate fold deserve punishment. There is no such thing as a non-combatant in a system under siege. The Protectorate has failed no one. These current circumstances, my feelings aside, I shall not judge them, owing to our bargain. But I cannot promise my duty shall not win out in the future.
Well, that certainly was a horrific bit of chaos. But you made the right decision by giving the pupa to me. The research value it will provide is enormous. Absolutely. And that research will bring me promotions, wealth. Yes, you have your bits, and I will have a long, illustrious... The research value of that pupa
Nobody
is
in their right
absolutely
mind is going to believe I talk to these things
and
now.
my future is comfortably assured.
Figure out how to explain this mess, or I'd feed you to the bugs myself.
on.
ain't a Varachnid. Hey, that ain't a Varachnid.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. Though if you're looking for more work, I'll gladly pay you as per Auntie's rules and bylaws. Solving the rest sure would pluck some cysts off the... And stop eating up my time! You've returned. Is there a reason you're looking to monopolize my invaluable time? When you walked into my chaos, I never fathomed you'd be... And if that concludes our business for the... You return again and again like a particular... That's right, I do. How does solving a murder strike you? That depends. How do you feel about... Well, don't kill this one. This a real, actual, pincer-faced, carapace-having mantisaur. Anyways... There's some dispute over who his second should be, and he can't exactly decide himself. So go sort it out for me, and I will... How did you know its name? And taken care of? But when you walked into my end. And so here you are again, like a monthly That's right, I do. How does some... Cute. There's been a... Problem is, I'm already short on medical specialists. Well, And so here you are again, like a monthly subscription. Then why...
You're back. Please tell me... Lovely. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first of our auto docs back. Still, if you find...
shall not stay your execution.
Got a bad feel about this line. Hon.
Keep your
Don't like
behavior
being so exposed. Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so...
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to
Fish, bread, crackers.
Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history.
Monitor their surroundings at all times whilst peregrinating outside.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery?
I communicated your prediction to Administrator Agarwal. I'm not sure why she's budged on letting the refugees move into the exclusion zone, but anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you discovered?
About me.
I converse with many members of the Order on a number of subjects. No doubt I was extolling Seer Wiley's numerous... Any other updates? No updates. Anything I can do to assist you? Illuminating the path to true erudition is Rift worshippers spouting inane theories. They began showing up prior to the invasion. The first sign of dysfunction... Welcome. Anything I can do to assist you? Oh, of course. What would you like to discuss? But we are providing for them. As best we... Apart from providing them sustenance, shelter, and scientific ministry, you mean? Need I remind you, Arcadia is at war. This is what war looks like. Alexandra Monastery is a place of sacred study, advancing our understanding of the plan. I haven't the wish to debate you on this any further. Please, Yes, what have you discovered? Oh, you've lessened the load on my mind considerably. Any other updates?
Speak to Abbot Newell.
Welcome. Anything I can do to assist you? Yes, what have you
My time is yours. You may peruse.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy. The meaning of life is numerical, and we are the keepers of the illusion. What caused the schism between the Protectorate and the Order?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
I wish. Between the invaders...
Any luck with the sprat hunt? I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Bill. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch your...
Architect. I hope this does not turn back. This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
Zeranium Manufacturer 7 is presently under lockdown. Unauthorized entry is barred due to contrivance malfunction, and miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zeranium Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Métavier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Oh. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting down below until you talk. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Oh, and I see you have a Protectorate Arbiter with you as well.
Your casual method of address has been noted. Consider yourself thankful that present company stays my wrath. Some.
Till we ascertain the truth here, you'll understand if I remain. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legit. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. We have a working hypothesis about who is responsible, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below. Which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. An understandable perspective. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you were on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May you...
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders. Wait, so has it been... May all your theories prove true. What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it. Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Anti's Choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level. Terminal input functions down below in operations. The low-ranking scientist who launched the pod is inside. Regrettably, that is all I know. The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. Just look at this mess. Explosion.
Well, running a manufactory must require...
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you want to do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. It's less what happened than who happened. Initiate Alva, that is. Her role was to launch transport pods of volatile uranium to collection points in space. Not at the outposts of our rivals. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system, and she then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. I am so pleased a reliable party is... I'll be in my office. Let me know once she... We're still in lockdown, so I take it you haven't shot the traitor yet. I suppose some...
Hello. Farewell. Thank you for this officially compact conversation.
Would you describe the Varaxan Calycid as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous food would you estimate was involved?
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Hello, a visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane. And who is that you brought with you? Could that be and someone else? Oh, my! That Earth Directorate. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is... Between launches, I enjoyed serials, 2-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. And for the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help. Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny. Since you haven't, I do hope you've reconsidered, or that you find her single-minded belief I'm to blame. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically, I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me. Well, you see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks. Now you're doubting me too? The Proctor's delusions have become infectious. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. If you need to hear me say it, surely. I promise not to destroy this facility with all of us. Appreciate your help, dear. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Investigator? Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie seeing too disappointed.
Directorate, Fred.
Well, hello.
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is, you suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open and...
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I suppose the data wipe was meant to cover their trail. The physical records would have been altered, dear. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave, but still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about, someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think? Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores.
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to...
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. Part of me would like to tease you right now and say, you're not very good at cards, are you, dear? But if you're still on the fence about... All right. There. I've unsealed...
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone...
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying. Emergency protocol.
Your patience and outrage.
Over here.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a hero? Well, again, I deeply appreciate your... Careful on your way out! May all your theories prove true.
Alva's been here for how many years?
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
It is difficult for me to tell how strange Alva's situation is relative to anything else within the Order. It all seems equally inexplicable.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violence.
I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium... Oh, what else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Well, as a fellow student of science, we developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results. Back. I see my choice in you was... Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state. And this is anecdotal feedback at best. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display. I am...
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
dear. Why, we were just talking.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your...
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I wholeheartedly agree. But I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's gone.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfit.
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturer.
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
Searching service record. No additional names found. Obscenities were...
I must admit, the rumors about your department. They said anyone who... If there are any hints of truth to that. I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a...
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for... I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust that ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that. I cannot be party to this, but...
A wise Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Not that I was relishing the idea. Svoboda has much to answer for.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado. This would be an ideal time to confess everything.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her...
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
I don't know what you found, but any so-called evidence was likely laid there for someone to discover. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted...
Enough, traitor. No more deception. No more lie.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. What a nice and thoughtful thing to... Best search her office. Someone clearly...
Updating threat assessment of Marisol Delgado to... Hi.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository, That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see.
Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Clemens? The Archivist? Ah, that follows, I suppose. Still more that I missed. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Very well. I shall return to my...
Excellent.
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the Order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
Investigator, may the plan guide you. May the plan guide you.
Yes. Contravening implications.
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Always account for standard deviation. All your endeavors add to the equation.
May all your theories prove true.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Proctor left her terminal off. Maybe it holds some sign of who she would...
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I can't completely argue with that. I recognize you've done right by us. May fate and fortune converge.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusion zone. Thus, if we compare the rates...
One never relishes saying they did.
Grand Agent! Oh, thank good odds and hype. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? You seem to be under the mistaken assumption that the Earth... I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Before you leave, there's more you should know. While you were conducting your investigation, representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. If this De Vries is responsible, then I agree with your but I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence... No? How grand! Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the go forth as was determined, and may the...
Alexandra Monastery is now under the control of hostile forces.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift! It must be unlocked! Watch out for Wiley. He's accounted for everything. He'll know you're coming.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Nothing occurs without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it sway you. And do not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the order.
Nice of Sir Wily to leave us this night fight.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Purification in progress. Locking them down.
Target, you've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Combatant scan. Consider self-preservation a priority. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I'll handle this. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Standing by with Superfire.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
Unit charged.
Apologies, but no target, no attack. Short on targets at the moment.
Standing by with life support.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Found another one.
Anomalous date.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Hostile intentions.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Obviating.
Mitigating the threat. They're benumbed. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan.
Time for a quick dip.
Tracking wire. Tracking.
architect's perspiring brow if you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time. Scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the... Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative. Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading...
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove...
You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. Our lives are predestined, ipso facto. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against the harm? We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole reason we're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could... I need the book, Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement, and I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the... We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space. Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to much appreciate... Proceeding to attack. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. And it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Well, this is quite modest. Very simple and austere. Can hardly guess who lives here. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
When a student fails? Why, their instructor, of course. Bishop Basar has failed this order as its preeminent luminary. And without our intervention, she would make peace with the primitive minds of Auntie's choice. This must be prevented at whatever cost for humanity's stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice. You go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming.
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
Current priority: stopping Agent DeVries.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
Acknowledge.
Like the cut of your jib.
Very high probability.
Arrows indicate this safe is of some consequence. Completing the puzzle mentioned by the seer Wiley may open it.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Go for fortification. Combatant scan.
Here comes you. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Ready to assist your agent's health needs.
I have a growing suspicion the Seer's been overindulging in Aetherwave cereals. way to get the ball rolling.
It appears this puzzle was designed to intentionally squander the following resource: time.
Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the court press machine!
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh? Hush. The theoreticians are talking. Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Interesting. Unless I'm mistaken, you advocated just the opposite at the start. It seems each of us has evolved our positions.
Given your stance, I expect you'll want armor over a weapon. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials.
We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
Solving of the universal equation.
Blame when a student fails. The instructor, of course.
Already predicted this would be his fate? Hey, Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if he could help advance his plan. And I'm sure this would... Roger would appreciate that, I think.
Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. fix on their weaknesses.
Taking the fight out of them. Torpification in progress. Combatant dead.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities.
Standing by with life support.
Your combat proficiency is reassuringly marginal.
Locking them down.
Consider self-preservation a priority. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Fortifying T. Benefits available at your request.
doesn't appreciate it. Need a good orrery.
Worthless people, that's who.
So Clemens... Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. Oh, I think my average walking speed will suffice once I've finished dispatching you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. That's the difference between you and me. I am an intellectual. You are just a brute with a gun. And with that, I think I've gleaned from you all that I need to judge your true measure. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Investigating...
Riddle me with bullets all you like. Rejuvenation device at my disposal.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. I'm ready. I have a fix on
emergency protocol service.
Purificator installed. Adversary vulnerability identified. Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Back and scan. Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
This is not in my predictions. Whoever is left.
Edmund's down. Remove him from the equation. Back and scan. Mitigating the threat. Purification in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Resuming hostilities.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is the last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the... However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than... Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean... I'm much obliged. However, though the code... Yet we must...
Peace talks are imminent, Commander. Please return to the incognito when you are ready to depart.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon. That is, Seer Wiley.
Your seer was as arrogant as he was short-sighted. Two traits that will get you killed around here. And they did.
I require a moment. Yes. Better to focus on our gains than our losses. My colleague's survival is something worth celebrating. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. I had intended to offer you access to one of our experimental weapons, but it seems you already helped yourself to it. You always do seem a step ahead of me. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan. Not to worry, I can manage matters from here.
I don't know what you're complaining of. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Hey, Commander, I think Val wants us to discuss strategy. Oh. The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised...
Bullet could solve a lot of problems. Provided we can reach DeVries before she enacts her plan to kill the delegates. Not to mention paying her back for the lives she's already taken.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its... Be advised. In the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries, due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
It's a comm station built by the Order in the early days of the colony. As Val said, auto-mechanical security measures are a given, and DeVries will short... I'd also expect some level of hazardous disrepair, though the unpredictable nature of DeVries and her defectors concerns me more than anything.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
Always up to a race.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready.
Multi-spectrum antibiotics and convenient injection packaging.
Arbiter Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing. And presenting the Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended...